2K Sports, in association with the Korn Ferry Tour, are thrilled to bring you today's event. Only the top 144 players on the Korn Ferry Tour will advance. Our opening round coverage of the Kelley Classic starts now. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports. But following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. It's a terrific day weather-wise. We're expecting all the action to be just as hot. Can't wait to see what happens out on the course. We're going down to the first hole now. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day. Second shot here on the first.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
This hole is a long par 4. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Rich, these finals are so important for everyone with aspirations to advance out of the Korn Ferry Tour. What's in front of these players this week?
They need to make sure they finish inside the top 144 on the points list, as those players will then move on to next week's Haven Championship.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. He's currently in second place on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third.
Okay, clubbing down.
Not a bad play, that one. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line.
That was the line.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He's currently in the second position. Hole number 4 is a par 5. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
Not a bad drive. A little bit shorter than Beamer. Not bad.
One win is good, but 2 wins would be great. And that's the line in the sand. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Well, this is a putt for the lead. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Go in. And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice up and down there out of the bunker for the birdie. Way to go.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And now he's outright leader. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Lining up now, this shot from the fairway bunker.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And he needs this to save par. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Pretty good shot there.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. So close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Leading by a shot after that hole. And hole number 7 is a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We've reached the 8th hole. This is his 2nd shot.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Sitting at 2 under par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. A bogey putt awaits. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's going right. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And that makes him tied for first. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's not the one he wanted. Sitting at -1. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 1 under for the day. On the tee, the par 3 11th.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, right by the hole. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance.
An all-important putt for par.
That's disappointing. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Well struck. Playing from around 160 yards. And only one off the pace here. That's just inside the range. This now for a share of the lead. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. This hole is a par 3. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. This would be a great up and down. He'll be glad to be putting now. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
He's currently in a share of top spot. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That's a bit out of shape. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ah. 15 feet to the cup. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
And this one will be for bogey. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Watch this one break.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just one off the lead after that hole. We have a par 5 on this one. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones. Second shot here on the 16th. Just off the fairway in the first cut. Oh, that was picked cleanly. This one's got plenty of legs. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
33 feet is what this one is looking like.
11 feet left to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
And in she goes. That's a good save.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Going with the 5-wood. Setting up here with a very long putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Pretty sure this is going to move to the left.
Wow, that's misjudged. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. This one has eyes for the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And he'll drop down to 1 over for the event. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. He's setting up for his second shot.
Elevated green up there, Luke. Going to need to take one extra club here, I believe.
And choosing the 8-iron here. And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, so close, but an easy par. This is an attempt for par to be a good way to finish off the day. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. Well, Rich, that was a Jekyll and Hyde performance, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, and which one was good, the Jekyll or the Hyde? I can never tell, but I tell you what, I think Mr. Jekyll's in the front and Mr. Hyde was on the back, because that's what it looked like.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are delighted to present today's event. Only 144 players on the Korn Ferry Tour will advance. Our second round coverage of the Kelley Classic starts now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. And it looks like it's a NASCAR race out there at the moment. We are 5 wide at the top of the leaderboard, including our featured player. Now to the first hole. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Time for the second shot into the first.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. An opportunity to make a par here. And that finds him in a share of second. Next up is this 2-shot hole. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Playing up to an elevated green here. Opting for the 6-iron. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently tied for first. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
Yeah, his golf ball is sailing right of this one.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. Six feet remaining to the cup. Oh. And this one will be for double bogey. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Oh, that was flushed. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
33 feet from the middle of the hole.
Oh, I like the pace on this putt. Okay, let's head to the next. And now moving him into the top 5. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a tricky spot. Standing over his second shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. Always frustrated by missing a green. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. It was on a good line. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And there it is. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th is a par 4. Going with the pitching wedge here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Big putt for par coming up. That's tracking for the par. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 7th. How close was that to going in? This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Stonking drive there.
And from the bunker here.
Well, what's he doing hitting it there in the first place, Luke? I don't understand. He made bogey yesterday, and he's looking the same score today.
This one looks like it's come out a little soft out of that fairway bunker. Probably won't reach the green. Well, at least it's out of the sand, but some work to do here on the green. Time for a little bit of focus here. This is a lengthy putt. Oh, has given that one a bit of a wide berth. Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Here we are in front of a par 3. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. How close was that to going down? This putt for par here. That's well holed. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. On the tee of the par 4 10th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Could not be more perfect.
Down to Henny.
You don't get lucky this often out on a golf course. It's in the second cut, but looking nice.
Nicely done. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
And just sneaks into the heavier grass there. Second shot here on the 12th. Oh, the rough could have been a factor in this one. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 13th is a par 3. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
And that should secure the par on this one. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. The 14th is a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
That dog will hunt. Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Oh, that was mashed. Sitting at a couple of shots over par. Choosing the 9-iron here. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green. A par putt awaits.
Okay, starting out to the left. This one's going to swing back.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Let's keep those doubles off the card.
He's currently in a tie for third here.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. His second shot here. Just a couple back from our leader. Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
This one's starting out to the left. Watch this one swing back.
And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. He finds himself with a share of the lead. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Ooh, that almost went down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Just one off the lead after that hole. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round. Oh, that one's ricocheted right off the tree. That's in the sand. Oh, that was a little loose, wasn't it? So standing over this one from the second cut. And he's safely on the green. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, it looks like it's about 24 feet to the cup from here.
So close.
Yep, that works. Nicely done.
And that is a bogey to finish his day. And as this round comes to an end, he's finished tied for top spot. On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Only the top 144 players on the Korn Ferry Tour will advance. Our third round coverage of the Kelley Classic starts now. Luke Elvey alongside boothmate Rich Beam. As always, it's great to have you join us. And as our day gets underway, the featured player is tied at the top of the leaderboard. Let's see how he deals with the pressure. Let's get down to the first hole. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Great shot. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. Just a little right of the green.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Straight out of the top draw. Putting for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Yeah, well, you're used to making bogeys a lot, Luke. This player is not. I think that there'll be birdies to come, no doubt about it.
Will this stay on the cut stuff? That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do. Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This would be a great up and down. Seven feet to the cup.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Just not enough gas. And he's moving down to 5 over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey at the last. That wasn't pretty. Hopefully this one is better.
A little off the mark on that approach shot. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. He finds himself tied for 6th. It's a par 5, the 4th hole. Tee shot is looking good here. Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
That's disappointing. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And it's a 1-stroke par far for our leader over the field. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Second shot here on the 5th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, came close with that chip. Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Don't you dare stop it. Slow, slow.
Just barely snuck into the first cut. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Hold this putt and a chance for second place. He's currently just in second place. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. That's not the shot he was hoping for. Okay, step one complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
That is absolutely spot on.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Just one off the lead after that hole. On the tee now, the par 3 9th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This putt is from a long distance. Was that a rush of blood? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This one is for par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This lie's not great.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This is his 4th shot. Just 2 shots behind. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Currently at 6 over par. Teeing off here at the 11th. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, it's so hard to tell, but I think it's a little bit right to left.
What a putt that was. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Time for the second shot at the 12th.
Looking great so far out the rough.
A birdie putt awaits Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
It's just about 3 feet away. And down it goes. He finds himself in a share of the lead. It's time for a one-shotter. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Putting for birdie. Yeah, this is a big swinger, this one. And that came out with some heat on it.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole. Ouch. That's going to make the next shot a bit more challenging. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And this putt to move into a share of first place. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
Putting for a par here. Sitting at 6 over for the event. On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5. That's an awful error. That's disappointing. Found the green side rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. He currently sits in 3rd position. And now striding to the final tee of this round. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. 8 feet to the cup. And his round will conclude with a par today. And as this round winds down, he finishes in 3rd place.
Cheers, my friend.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports, in association with the Korn Ferry Tour, is delighted to bring you today's event. Only the top 144 players on the Korn Ferry Tour will advance. Our final round coverage of the Kelley Classic starts now. Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always great to have you with us. Taking a look at the leaderboard, and it shows that our featured player in third place as the broadcast begins. Let's see how today's round plays out. Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Ah, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the first. Yeah, that was a safe play. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
And this putt coming up for his par. Job done. Let's head to the next.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. This is his second shot.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Okay, I'm not sure he's got enough out of the sand here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got about 27 feet from here, fellas.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
You know, some bogeys are good bogeys.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Stepping onto the par 3 third. Opting for the 9-iron. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there. How close was that to going down? This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, up by the green. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Atta boy, good shot. Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot.
Hopefully it's not deja vu all over again as he missed the green yesterday.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. And he's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Just a short putt remaining here. Currently at 7 over par. The 6th is a par 4. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Handy effort, that one. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? And that should secure the par on this one. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Time now to play the par 5 7th. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. 1 win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Lovely effort, that. Oh, this would be a big birdie here. A good putt to make. Can he make one from long range?
All right, getting better.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make. And with it, a share of 3rd spot. He's currently tied for 3rd.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Time to face a par 4 now. And this shot from the bunker.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
This one needs to kick left. And a par putt awaits him. It looks like he pushed that one. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Hole number 9 is a par 3. Going with the 8-iron here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Bit too heavy-handed there. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. This is a short par 4. Always a fun hole to play.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
And not a good result there. This is his 2nd shot.
Super impressive effort from there. Well done.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Sitting at 9 over for the event. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This is a lengthy putt here. Started that way outside the line.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
That one just had a little bit too much speed to it. This would be a great up and down. Big chance here. Oh, what a shot. Holding it from out of the rough. Wow.
And that'll be the birdie. I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Is that right? I think so. Second shot here on the 13th. He's back on the surface. Happy to have the flat stick in hand. That's a good sign of a player's character, Rich. Still managed to make something out of the hole.
And a nice, tidy save from the greenside bunker. Nice par.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par. That gets the job done. He's currently sitting in 4th place. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. That tee shot looks pretty good. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This is playing long. It's uphill.
That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And he needs this to save par. Ooh. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. Looking at a par 5 here. That was wonderfully done. Time for the second shot at the 16th. That one's into the drink, folks, I'm sorry to say. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This one, just for a bogey.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. It's heading to the rough for mine. This would be a great up and down from this spot. A par putt on the table. Sitting at 10 over for the event. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. He's setting up for his second shot.
One extra club required to this elevated green.
This one's right of the green.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
It's pretty handy here. This is going right at the hole. Can he finish off his day with the par at the last? And finishing the round with a tap in. And as this event comes to a close, it'll be a top 10 finish for this player.
Top 10s are always good, Luke. It gives you some confidence going into the next tournament.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.